Welcome to the Muxall Open IoT channel. I am your host, Michael Crane. Okay. I am going to try to do some testing on the grill. It's about, I think it's about 1 degree outside. Might have warmed up to 2 degrees by now. I brought my leaf blower. I'm going to see if I can blow some of the snow off here. It's so cold, it's kind of powdery. Let's see if it works. It does work pretty good. Oh, sorry. As you can see, it's okay over there. Yeah, sorry, it's kind of a mess out here. Wind blew everything over. This is the first day we've had that it's not 20 mile an hour wind. There we go. Let's see, blow some off the top here. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna use 2 hands on this. Okay, so I went ahead and blew off a little area, as you saw earlier, then went back inside and warmed up. And I think according to the weather guy, it has warmed up to 2 degrees Fahrenheit. So I went ahead and everything's plugged in. I'm gonna go ahead and power this guy up. Now, I don't know what the working temperature range is for the LCD, but 2 degrees Fahrenheit might not be warm enough for it. So we'll see. Let's see what we get. Well, it seems to be it seems to be a little bit slow. Yeah. Well, it's a tad slow. I'm actually surprised it's working. It does say it's 8 degrees though. That's interesting. And probe 1 says it's 10 degrees. So I guess it's a little bit warmer here where I'm at than what the weather guy says, which is, I think he gets his temperature from DFW Airport. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the panel light on. That might help warm up the LCD a little bit. And oh yeah, that was one of the tests. Someone was, I believe Chad was reporting that the isn't that interesting, the video, anyway. But I was gonna say, in my phone I can see a bunch of lines, but looking at it I can't really see them too much. But like I said, we're probably at the low end of the operating range for this LCD. It probably doesn't like it too much. Because it is a liquid crystal display, right? That's what LCD stands for. And liquid at 2 degrees Fahrenheit probably doesn't move very fast. So anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the buttons. Chad was reporting the buttons were not working. And as you can see, I just turned on the panel light. I'm going to go ahead and use a knob. Let's see. Oops. Now, LCD is not updating too fast. It's probably frozen. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at 225. So we know the knob is working. So I cursor down. Yeah, you can see the cursor's trying to light up. Okay, and cursor up. And yeah, I'm not going to test all the buttons. That would be pretty boring. But the buttons seem like they're working, so I'm going to go ahead and start it. Whoa. That didn't sound too good. So, yeah. I have never barbecued when it's, it says it's 10 degrees outside. Oh, you notice that? See the outside probe temp, or the outside temperature now right here shows that it's 10. That's because the ADC heats up the PCB on the board anywhere between 2 and 5 degrees, depending on how hot it is outside. And so yeah, this isn't going to be a true outside temperature except for when you first turn it on. and it hasn't had time to warm up. But if you remember, it was 8 degrees earlier, now it's up to 10. It'll probably warm up a little bit more. I don't know if my auger is running. It sounded kind of... Let's see, hold on, let me climb up under there and look. I don't know, I might be able to do it with my phone. Let's see. See? I can't see it, so I'll just have to climb up under here. No, it doesn't look like it's running. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it is running. Well, we'll just let this thing run for a bit and see what happens. I think one thing I'll do, so I don't have to sit out here and watch this thing, is I'm going to see if I can get the IP address off of it. So scroll down, 1, enter. Man. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll monitor this from inside. I don't know. That auger is making some funny noises. It may not fire up. Can you hear it? That doesn't sound normal. Well, it's on run cook, and as you can tell, it didn't turn anything on. So yeah, I don't know if the igniter fired up. I just don't know. I'd have to look at it, but yeah, you can see it's on run, and it's definitely not lit. So I'm going to turn it off. Okay, I was sitting there thinking about it for a minute, and I was like, I wonder if the igniter is just not heating up fast. I have the ignite on time set to 4 minutes, and I'm just kind of wondering if maybe it needs longer to turn on. I know that I can see the auger fan turning, so I'm guessing the auger is turning. It might not be turning really fast. So I think what I'm going to do is I can go ahead and turn this thing back on. Let me turn the panel light on so it can be warming up the LCD if it does any at all. And I'm going to go inside and increase the igniter on time, or ignite fire on time, to 8 minutes. So I will see you inside. Well, sorry for using my phone to capture the my screenshot here. I'm not at the lab, I am at the house, and so I don't have my microphone to do my screen capture with. And I guess I could try using my PC mic, but this just seemed easy enough. So anyway, there we go. So I'm going to go into the config tab and come down here to, nope, not that one. Igniter on time. Oh, I have it set to 5 minutes. Yeah, I think I remember I increased. So I had that Model 100 Traeger, I had to actually leave the slew rate on fast too. I forget why. I guess I don't think it was getting up to temperature properly. It was like lagging a couple degrees. So I put on fast too, and that seemed to fix it up. But this is what we wanted to look at. Oh, and my point is, it didn't seem like it lit the fire very fast either. So I increased it to 5 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and set that to 8. And let's see here. I think that's it. Save. Okay. And go ahead and X out of that. Yeah, let's see. We'll go ahead and just start this guy up. So, like I said, we saw the wow, look at the outside temp. Yeah, see, it's It's so probe 1 is just dangling outside. It looks like it's heated up to 11 degrees. Look at the chamber temp. Chamber temp says it's 18, so I think it. Oh, I'm sorry. The target chamber temp is 18. Yeah, that's for that's for the flame on detection. That would be pretty sad, wouldn't it? Anyway, but yeah, so the chamber temp's at 13. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's sorry for the glare. I don't know if it's actually. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it probably did. Turn on the igniter. It just didn't. If it's not getting any fuel, the igniter is just going to sit there and heat up. Right, and so yeah, I guess it could warm the chamber up a couple degrees. Probe 1 should be reading pretty close to the proper outside temperature. So it's about 11 degrees. I guess it warmed up a degree since we first started messing with this. And you can see the outside temp here. Yeah, so that's because the PCB is getting warm. It only warms up, like I said, between like 5 degrees or something like that. Right now it's about 2 degrees over. So yeah, that's really the board temperature, not the true outside temperature, but it's close enough for government work, right? So yeah, we'll let this thing sit for a bit, and if it doesn't light after 8 minutes, but yeah, so I don't know, I might be harming my barbecue doing this test, which would be unfortunate, but it's a interesting and useful test because there are quite a few people that live in the cold and need to know if the controller is going to behave itself, right? So it looks like the chamber is heated up 1 degree. Woohoo! I'll go outside here in a minute and see if I can see any poofs of smoke coming out of it. We have ignition. Look at that. So yeah, just increasing that ignite fire on time helped. It is definitely poofing away at the smoke. So yeah, and I'm sure as soon as this thing starts getting warm, it'll start warming everything else up and everything should start working just normally. But I went ahead and turned on the graph inside so we could monitor it. And yeah, everything looks good. So yeah, I'll probably see you back inside in a minute. It's cold out here. Right, we're back inside. And as you can see, the chamber's already heated up to 57 degrees. It's still in ignite fire state. That's probably not. Oh, there it goes. Now it's in the run state. I did start the graph a bit ago. And so our target chamber temp, I just left it at default, 180. It should be enough of a. I bet you I could cook at 150 today. In fact, I should just do that. If anything, there's nothing in that grill. If anything, it'll save pellets, right? So I'm just going to drop this down to 150. All right. And I'll go down here and hit Enter Save. Okay. And the graph should update. And if you've been using a controller for a while, you are very familiar with this. So, okay, well, I'm going to let it run for a bit. Like I said, I've never attempted to barbecue when the outside temperature, well, now it's reading 14 degrees. Well, probe 1's still reading 13. Wow, it's so cold outside that even the PCB can't hardly heat up. Go figure. I guess with the fans running and everything, it's blowing air over it. But yeah, so the chamber is up to 80 degrees. Its target is 150. And I've got the profile on hold, so this doesn't mean anything. So yeah, it'll just keep going up there, and it should just. Oh, let's see. Do I have it on? I have it on max smoke. I guess I'll throw it on precision. Enter save. I'll check in from time to time. We'll see how it's doing. All right, well, I figured since we're running the grill, I might as well throw something on there. And yeah, excuse the mess. I usually warm it up to like 350 and then clean this thing, but I don't think I'll try that today. Just because it'll probably use 20 pounds of pellets to get it to 350. So I'll just clean it the best we can here. There we go. Yeah, throw these guys on there. All right. Oop. Spread them out a little bit. There we go. All right. Now at least I'm not wasting pellets, although this test has been very good. I might mention one of the guys that was having problems was using a version 3 controller. So there might be a problem with the version 3. I don't know. This is a version 4. Down here, they look identical. I don't know why I'm showing it to you. All right. So, yeah. And it looked like it was getting close to 150. Oh, yeah, for me opening that door, it dropped 60 degrees. So, yeah, just for me opening the lid and throwing those, cleaning it and everything, I guess. Anyway, I'll check in later. It's been running for, what was that, about 70 minutes now. And I'm not exactly sure what happened here. I've seen this happen before. It's like, I don't know, maybe a gap in the pellets or something got stuck, and then it did, the bounce, of course, because the controller was freaking out and dumping a bunch of pellets in there. But, and sometimes backburn will do this too, right? But usually when it's like this, something else has gone wrong. But I'm looking at this, and this is kind of odd right here. It makes me think the auger isn't running properly. So, so when it's dropping temp like this, it basically idles the grill and uses the fuel on min to bring it down to temperature. And this right here is probably some of the fuel on min, but I mean, it is so cold outside, I wouldn't expect the fuel on min. I would think we could cook at 100 degrees if we wanted to, right? Well, maybe not 100, it's 10 degrees. So yeah, maybe 110 or something like that. But yeah, this is curious right here. So anyway, I was going to go out and look at the grill and look at the pellets and see maybe there's a I don't know, a hole in them or something. I don't know. We'll go look. Back outside here, and I was gonna look at the pellets. There's no holes. I did put some pellets in. This bag was actually underneath there, and so they're frozen. I don't know if frozen pellets makes a difference. I was gonna look at the hot dogs real quick. And of course they're not hardly cooking because it's only set to 150 degrees. So yeah, I guess they're warm. So anyway, yeah, I don't know what that strange bounce was. That was a bit unusual. I can hear the auger running, still making that strange noise. I just don't think this thing likes running in 10-degree weather. Well, it says the probe says it's 20. I'm sorry, yeah, the outside temp is 20. The probe says it's about 20, but you can see it's just right here. All right, so it's sitting right next to the grill. If I move it out here a bit, oops, sorry, you probably can't see what I'm doing. I'll move it out here a bit. This should give us a better outside temp reading. Or maybe I can just drape it over that. There we go. Sorry, you probably can't see that. Anyway, yeah, she's smoking away. I don't know. I might not turn it up any anymore. It's probably just going to chew through all my pellets, trying to keep this thing hot. And what appears to be, yeah, see, it's already dropped down to 16. Looks like 16 degrees. But let's see if the LCD is hold on, I gotta put my eyeballs on it here. Let's see if the LCD's gotten a little faster. There we go. Yeah, maybe a little bit. I guess helps a little bit. It is pretty slow. Anyway. So I've let it run for a while. I'm not sure what's going on with this thing. You can see right here, it was, it had this initial bounce. This is when I was, I think, cleaning the grill and putting the hot dogs on. And this is normal. And then it ran good for about 20 minutes. And then it hasn't ran worth a darn since. I'm not exactly sure. I'm trying to think. Maybe I opened it somewhere around here. I think this was I didn't open it here. Maybe I opened it there. But, it kind of settled down. And then it bounced. It was starting to settle down. Then it bounced again. And so I don't know if the auger's not happy. But usually when you see overreaction like this, where it's causing it to bounce way up and then kind of trend down, that's usually a sign that you have too much slew rate, which is basically the gas pedal, right? And if you remember earlier, I was saying I had mine turned up a bit. So I'm just going to stick it back on default and see if that helps. All right. And I'll be back here in a little bit. I'm gonna probably pull those hot dogs off because I'm getting kind of hungry. So anyway, we'll see another dip here in a bit. But I'll be back. I'm gonna let it run for a while after I pull the hot dogs off. Probably have lunch, and we'll see if the slew rate fixed it. Well, it's been running quite a while actually. This is where I ate lunch, and I don't know if you guys have been following along, but our power went out because of the big snowstorm of 2021, and I don't have any internet at home or at work, so I'm here at home, and I was tethered to my phone, but I don't need my phone for access to the barbecue, of course. But for some reason, when I disconnected the tether, it disconnected my graph. And I didn't realize it, so I went and ate lunch for, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour. Came back and realized that the graph wasn't running. So then I let the graph run some more. And long story short, you can see changing it to default did make it better. Tighter, I guess you want to say, tighter than this, but you can see that they're almost identical the way they look. I did notice the wind has picked up a bit outside. I don't have internet access right now because I'm using my phone to record this, but I'm guessing it's above 5 miles an hour now, so that might be causing a little bit of this waviness. But anyway, yeah, I would probably even slow the slew rate down a little bit more just to prevent these larger spikes if I really wanted to tighten it up more. But I think it's good enough. The thing runs. The auger's making some strange noise, and I don't want to push my luck. So anyway, that's the end of this video. It's very long for just a button test video, but I'd never really tested or had the opportunity to test the controller in any kind of extreme cold. So this was a golden opportunity. Anyway, it seems like it works pretty good. There are a few little hiccups there at first. I'm not the LCD, and it didn't really ignite the fire. I do believe that igniter just needed to be left on longer. But anyway, I hope you like it. If you do, give it a big thumbs up, and I'll catch you next time. Don't forget, you can support the Muxall Open IoT channel by donation using a credit card and PayPal, or by purchasing products at the Muxall store. Details and links are in the description under this video. Well, that's it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up, that helps, and hit the subscribe button, that really helps. If you have any questions or comments, post them in the comments under this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.